Hey everybody, got another book report for everybody. This one here is actually more of a manual than a book. It's the Professional Guides Manual. It was written for the North Star Guide Association, and it was written by George Leonard Herder. Starts out with part one, a fishing section. Got all sorts of tips on fishing here. There's plug and worm fishing for walleyes, using rock salt to attract walleyes, muskie, and northern pike. We got some artificial bait for crappies and bluegills, how to attract bait, getting large stream trout in the spring of the year. All sorts of stuff here. How to present a worm to fish. And we've got hauling minnows a large distance, using crayfish and shrimp tails for bait. We've got using bacon for fish bait, catching young frogs, using multiple spinners. You name it, it's in here. Fishing in bear country, cleaning a fishing creel, repainting fishing rods and plugs. You name it, it's on here. Estimating the age of fish, and that's just section one. Next we got part two, the hunting section. You got hunting rabbits with a dog, when to hunt white-tailed deer in the swamps, wool pants and jackets, where to shoot a deer. It's warning you not to transport your deer on the fenders of a car. Cleaning deer, how to hang a deer, illustrations in here. Here you got two fellas carrying out a deer. Hunting in duck boats, hiding your face is important. Calling moose, you name it, it's in here. How to skin a squirrel. Shooting uphill and downhill. Okay, there we go. Here's part three, the camping section. And in it we've got some symbols that they use, the Civil Air Patrol signs, where you can secure detailed maps. Here's how to make tent stakes safe, how to use an air mattress, using a tump line, how to sleep on a cot, splitting a log without wedges, the fork stick, the woodsman's friend, all sorts of stuff. Here we got cooking over the campfire. And then we got a little section here on how to navigate in the woods, how to use a compass. Here's part four. Outdoor cooking section. I'll give you an example here. Food for breakfast: 5 pounds of bacon, 3.5 pounds of pancake flour, 3 pounds of dried fruit, 1 pound of oatmeal, and 1.5 dozen eggs put in an olive jar. And that would be for the deluxe food list for 2 men for 10 days for a hunting or fishing trip by boat, canoe, horseback, car, or truck. Also got food for dinner here: 1 pound of wieners, 1 pound of ham, 1 can of Spam, 1 can of chicken fricassee, 1 can of beef stew, 1 can of roast beef hash, 1 can of meatballs, Kraft cheese and macaroni. We've got Spanish rice, creamed corn, string beans, mixed vegetables, tomatoes, split peas, 7 pounds of potatoes, 3 packages of dried soup, got a 1/2 pound of onions, and 3 packages of powdered pudding desserts. That's if you want to eat like a king, I guess, for 2 men for 10 days. Here's another part 5, this one is. Boating and canoeing section. Tells you how to use an anchor properly, launching a boat on a soft beach. Man overboard. Then we've got how to make a lifesaver from your pants. How to buy a used outboard motor. We've got some information on canoes here. How to tow a canoe. We've got if you're lost in the fog on the water, what to do. You name it, it's in here. And then we've got part 6 here. First aid section. How to treat frostbite, treat burns, snake country basic rules. Look at this, curing the common cold. What to do in case of mushroom poisoning. How to treat a bee sting. How to care for clients with ulcers and bad stomachs. Here's one that's could be handy. How to remove a fish hook from human flesh. Facts about poison ivy. And then we've got the one more section here, part 7, the outdoor clothing section. And in it we have how to make an emergency boot jack, how to keep rawhide bootlaces tied, how to choose your proper snowshoes. Well, wait a minute, there's another section here, I'm sorry. Part 8, hunting dog section. What to do if your dog is poisoned. If you lose your hunting dog. All sorts of information there. I'm going to leave everybody with this last thing here, especially anybody who has a hunting dog. This was written by George Herder, and it's titled, What a Dog Really Is. The most unselfish living creature is your dog. If you are in danger, your dog needs only to hear you cry for help, and he will come to your aid without fear of losing his own life. The most patient creature in the world is your dog. Whatever you give him, whatever you do for him, he is always sincerely grateful to you. To your dog, you are the most wonderful person in the world. In his eyes and heart, you can do no wrong. The most sincere, friendly creature in the world is your dog. Of all God's creatures, he alone works for man without a whip. He is always happy to be with his master, wherever he may be or whatever he may do. He is sadder than any living creature when his master is away, and is the only creature that can actually die in a short time from loneliness from his master. Dog is the most forgiving creature in the world. Among humans, true adherence to genuine forgiveness is found only with the saints. Your dog carries no grudge and no spite. Punish him even when he does not deserve it, and he comes back to you and nudges his wet, cold nose in your hand. And then lastly, the most loving creature in the world is your dog. Whether you are dressed in rags or the height of fashion, whether you are a beggar or a wealthy man, whether you are thought of as a hero or a coward, a wise man or a fool, your dog is waiting for you with a loving, friendly bark of a happiness and a wagging tail and a heart that is full of nothing but true love for you. So there you have it. There's the Herder's guidebook. It was printed in 1970. So that would make it about 50 years old.